Today is day 2 of the U.S. blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, and President Trump warns that any Iranian ships challenging it will be eliminated. Matt Finn is live in Dubai with the very latest for us. Matt?
Good morning, Ainsley. So far, no reports of any major incidents or confrontations out on the Persian Gulf behind me where that American blockade is happening. Now, Fox's Lauren Simonetti reports that a Chinese-owned ship passed through the Strait of Hormuz today with the U.S. blockade in place. It's an oil and chemicals tanker that was turned back yesterday, the first day of the blockade, but got through today with success. Now, this tracks with what the president and CENTCOM is saying, which is that the entire Persian Gulf is not blocked. Rather, the U.S. is preventing ships from entering or exiting Iranian ports. An Iranian military spokesperson has been threatening possible retaliation for all this, writing, "If the security of Iranian ports is threatened, no port in the Gulf or the Sea of Oman will be safe." The latest report this morning from the International Energy Agency says continued attacks on energy infrastructure here in the Middle East and ongoing restrictions to tanker movements throughout the Strait of Hormuz has led to the largest fuel disruption in history. Initially, these deep cuts in oil came from the Middle East, had a huge impact on sectors like jet fuel. But if things remain as is, this new report says scarcity and higher prices will persist. Ainsley?
Okay, thank you, Matt. Experts are warning that gas prices are likely to jump up again this week as the U.S. blockade on the Strait of Hormuz does go into effect. And oil prices nearly hit $100 a barrel. Vice President JD Vance says he understands Americans are feeling pain at the pump.
Well, you know, the president said, Brett, that yes, gas prices are higher. Yes, energy prices are higher. First of all, they're higher from a baseline where we've never had the terrible energy prices that we had of the last administration. So we come at this from a position of strength. But, Brett, absolutely, we know the American people are hurting. That's why that we're negotiating so aggressively to try to get the energy prices to come down. We're going to keep on working at it. I do think that we're in a place where we've accomplished our objectives.
And joining me now is Charles Payne, host of Making Money on Fox Business. We need to make some money to pay for the gas, right?
We have to make some money, absolutely, yeah.
Thanks
but,
for coming
I got to tell you, yesterday oil went up to 105 West Texas Intermediate, closed under 100, 97 today. You're going to see them come down really a lot. By the end of the year, it could be at around $72 a barrel, and I think maybe $3 a gallon. So this thing wraps up within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I think this will be a flash, cost spike that was worth it because we're going to get something I call the peace dividend. That's going to be a multi-decade, great Pax Americana for all of the world.
So you think it's going to go down? Because the president, you heard him on Maria's show over the weekend. He said, I don't know. It might not by the time midterms. In fact, we have that soundbite, and I'll get your reaction on the other side.
It could be or the same or maybe a little bit higher, but it should be around the same. I think this won't be that much longer.
No, I think he's being conservative, again, if this wraps up in a couple of weeks, I'm saying oil prices will be around $73 at the end of the year, and gasoline $3.10.
How does it wrap up? What do? We have to go in and get the enriched uranium, and then it's over? Yeah,
well, it seems like they were really close, very close in this last round, and there's a lot. Iran is very eager. I know so many people out there rooting against America. Unfortunately, a lot of American media and so forth. But we have just absolutely crushed them. And the idea that you have a little bit of guerrilla warfare, that kind of thing, as your final stands. There's this old meme with a door with a lock and a chip and a Cheeto holding it in. That's what they're down to right now. Listen, we like to resolve it. Everyone like to resolve it. But now with this blockade, the economic damage on top of what's already happened to Iran, they can't sustain it.
Yeah, it's costing Iran $435 million per day.
Right.
Here in America, average gas prices, the current price today, $4.11. Last week it was $4.14, and last month it was $3.67.
Gasoline prices, though, and J.D. Vance referenced this, and he didn't want to gloat, obviously, because they're up now, but they come down dramatically since the inauguration, dramatically. So we're bouncing back to an area where we were, and obviously we're nowhere close to the peaks of the Biden administration. But people like the fact that they were coming down because we don't want this to harm all the good things that are happening, from the big, beautiful bill and all the tax cuts and all those things, which already were evident, in certain economic data, like manufacturing data, factory jobs, onshoring. We've got an economic juggernaut, and we don't want something like this to disrupt it.
How does this affect our grocery prices?
It affects it, especially with diesel, being used to transport the items. I will say the one silver lining right now is nat gas. So nat gas is considered the energy source of the industrial America. And right now, nat gas is down 20% since the Iran conflict began. So, again, all these data centers we're building, all these factories we're building, all the things that you need to really get the economy going. We don't see it. It's not sexy, but it's very powerful.
Okay. And you are hosting a town hall on Fox Business. I
can't wait tomorrow. It's about space, and the timing could not be more perfect, right? Obviously, Artemis, we have the SpaceX IPO. I love space for, you probably grew up just loving space, right? The money that's being made right now, I made people more money in my life last year. I think I'm going to surpass that this year. Already with the ideas I've shared with my own subscribers for my business on the show, and I'm going to talk about how we're going to make a lot of money from outer space over the next year to 5 years. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal.
Well, I will have to tune in.
It's going to be fun, too. A couple of fun things as well.
That's great. That's
Thanks
great. That's tomorrow at 2 p.m.?
Tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Live audience.
Great. Thank you so much, Charles.
Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.